What up, YouTube? I got a new deck for you guys. This is the Light and Darkness Dragon Dragunity Arma Leyvaten loop. Uh, this definitely works. Before we get started, I wanted to go ahead and give a shout out to all the members of the KCP. If you're not familiar with what the KCP is, it's actually it's a group of duelists from the UK. They're very savvy on the game. They understand the rulings. They keep up to date with all of the like news and stuff that's going on with Konami and just the game in general. So big shout outs to you guys. See if I can get everybody. It's Emma Blue Eyes, Kalo Shade, Darker Scission, Scapegoat User, Neo Nexus, Chris Damon Dragons, and Scapegoat User. And I think that's everybody. I'm really sorry if I didn't call you. If I missed you in the shout outs, leave a comment in the box below and I promise you it won't happen again. But okay guys, here's the deck. Now just bear with me. I'm going to do all the explanations and everything all in this one video, or as much of it as I can. So here we go. 3 copies of Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. This is like the monster reborn for dragon type monsters. And I'll also show you later on if you get locked up with the Lad loop, you can just remove from play and then you get the Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Or if you want to stop the Lad loop, instead of targeting Leviathan with Lad's effect, you can target this, bring it back on the field, and then commence the swarm. So there we go. Let's go with Leviathan next. This is Dragunity Arma Leyvaten. He can be special summoned with Totem Dragon, your standard 2 summons, or Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Basically, when he's summoned, he has the ability to, when he's on the field actually, he has the ability to equip a dragon type monster from the graveyard to it. So, of course, hence the title of the deck, your target is going to be Lad. Now, how does this work? Okay, and a lot of people don't explain this properly. This is exactly how it works. All right, so I don't know. Let's just say something happens to Leviathan. Okay, Leviathan gets sent to the graveyard, whether it be by battle, card effect. In all honesty, it doesn't matter. Now remember, Light and Darkness at this point is not its own monster. It is an equip spell card. Okay, just to break it all the way down. So this goes to the graveyard. Leviathan goes bye-bye. Then, as we all know, the equip spell cards, Lad will be destroyed, hence activating its effect. So you're going to blow up your old field. First, you're going to target Leviathan in your graveyard for Lad's effect. Blow up your field. Lad goes to the grave. Then, when that effect resolves, Leviathan comes back. Then, you activate Leviathan's effect, target Lad, boom. And then it just starts all over again. It's awesome. Now, one of the main problems with dragon decks are back rows. This is essentially stopping back rows. Of course, there are a couple weaknesses. Kalo Shade pointed out a very good one I didn't think about, and that's DD Crow. But I mean, people don't really use DD Crow anymore, so I mean, anything that can remove either of these cards from play would mess up the loop. But it's pretty cool. Plus, they're both level 8 monsters, and I run 3 trade-ins, so Lad is extremely easy to get in the graveyard. Plus, you get your +2 from using trade-in, so it's awesome. Of course, Blue Eyes. This is actually my draw engine. Plus, it's a normal monster, so I don't have to worry about any effects or anything. And then, I mean, it's a 3000 beat stick. Plus, it's a target for fusion summoning, for Blue Eyes Ultimate. I mean, so many uses for this card in this deck. It's awesome. Prime material, of course, to stop monster destruction. That can be special summoned with Lad. I mean, not Lad. I mean, it can, but I don't know why you would do that. It can be special summoned with Lad, or it can be special summoned with Red Eyes Darkness Metal. The Bride Dragon, this combo with Prime Material can give you a Trident Dragion. I don't have any level 4 monsters in this deck, so that part of the effect isn't a threat. You can get any of your monsters with 500 attack from the graveyard when it's normal summoned. So, yeah, I think it was Armory Arm that talked about this. Say you don't have any monsters on the field, and you have 2 of these in your graveyard, Totem Dragon. So you bring back 1 Totem Dragon, you normal summon the Bride Dragon, activate its effect, you get another Totem Dragon, and then you sink for 8. So, yeah. Lots of targets. Plus it's a card that Consonance targets, which is awesome. Mass Dragon, when it's attacked, destroyed by battle, you can get a 1500 or less dragon type monster from your deck. So, Whitestone and Legend, Totem Dragon, basically all my monsters that are level 4 and under are targets for this card when it's destroyed by battle. So that's awesome. Totem Dragon, of course, 2 tributes for a dragon type, can come back on the field when you don't control any monsters during the standby phase. Dread Dragon, 1500 or less attack, dragon type monster, to your hand whenever that card is destroyed by battle. So that's awesome. Plus this is your target for your Armory Arm. Let's see, Trident Dragion whenever if you want to sync out of your lad combo. There's so many uses for this card. It's awesome. Then you have your 3 Whitestone of Legends. Combo with cards of Consonance. This is actually a +3 because you pitch it for cards, get your 2, and then you get the blue eyes to your hand. So, and then of course synchro with Stardust Xioalong, you get the formula Synchron, and that's brought back to the field whenever you from your graveyard whenever you synchro summon Stardust Dragon. So, lots of combos here, lots of combos. Alright, that's the monster lineup. Let's move on to spells. And if you missed anything, if you need a real explanation, just let me know. I definitely don't mind explaining this all over again. I know it's kind of confusing. But basically, the spells aren't really anything too fancy. We got 2 MSTs, of course, for annoying back rows. 2 cards of Consonance. There's 4 targets in this deck, and it helps the deck move really, really well. You get to draw 2 cards. There's very few cards in the game that let you draw 2 cards, and especially for such a low cost. I think the only one that even compares is Avarice, but even with Pot of Avarice, there's still other requirements that can kind of stop it. So I love cards of Consonance, especially in Dragon and Dragunity builds. It's essential. Then a combo with a trade-in. This is actually, for once, I never thought I'd say this, it's actually good to have Lad in your graveyard. So for all those Dragon players that were hesitant about pitching Lad, now this is a good thing. So you have 7 targets, 3 Blue Eyes, 2 Lad, 2 Leyvaten. And putting Leyvaten in your graveyard isn't a big deal either, especially if you have Red Eyes Darkness Metal on the field. So, very, very good card. Then the infamous Dragon's Ravine. This card's awesome in this deck because the dragon type that goes in the graveyard can be anything. It can be any level. It can be, and it has to be, and it's from your deck. So if you have your Leyvaten and you're having issues drawing Lad, just play Dragon Canyon, pitch a card, put that Lad in there, and then start your combo. Or you can pitch Whitestone of Legend, get a Whitestone of Legend in your graveyard, and then that way you have 2 Blue Eyes in case you want to do a little fusion summoning. So this card's amazing. It's a field spell. It's like the answer to Gravekeepers. It's awesome. Let's see. Essential, Monster Reborn. This is like the crown jewel of my deck. This is actually a 1st edition Legend of Blue Eyes Ultimate Rare Monster Reborn. See, look, it even still says Magic card on it. Remember those days. Yeah, I'm stopping you off. Alright. Then here are your fusion cards. We've got Poly, in case you have the blue eyes in your hand from Whitestone Legend on the field. Future Fusion for your 5-headed. And to get 3 in the graveyard. And then you can even play a Dragon's Mirror, removing 3 blue eyes, removing 5 dragon types from your graveyard to get your enormous monsters on the field with relative ease. This is awesome right here. Especially since with Poly, they can be in your hand or on the field. So the Whitestone Legend combos actually does work. It happens a lot. Here we go. Traps. Again, basic stuff here. Solemn, of course, that's staple. Mirror Force, another staple. Bottomless, yet another staple. 7 tools, nice little tech card. Dark Bribe, yet another tech card, which is actually very useful. And then Burst Breath. I like this card because you can actually use Lad as a target because it won't negate an effect that it's a cost for. So, I mean, like, you have to tribute it in order to use. So you use this, and I guess it's kind of like a Black Rose because you're blowing up your field from putting Lad in the graveyard, and then you're destroying all of your opponent's monsters as well. Because 9 times out of 10, Burst Breath is going to apply for all your opponent's monsters. 9 times out of 10. But, as I've said before, and I'll say it again, there's always something around everything in this game. So, nothing's ever 100%. Alright, extra deck. Formula. Targets. Whitestone Legend and Stardust Xioalong. Very easy. Armory Arm, targets, Mass Dragon, and Whitestone Legend. Dread Dragon and Totem Dragon. I mean, there's lots of targets for that. Brionac, again. You have Whitestone Legend, and this actually needs a combination of cards, which, I mean, I could sit here and explain them, but I don't need to. Be careful though, because this is not a dragon, so you can't use Debris Dragon. Let's see. Ancient Fairy. Nice if you want to recycle your Dragon Canyon, or Dragon's Ravine, I'm sorry. And if you want to use this effect to special summon a Whitestone, Sync, get a level 8, plus get a Blue Eyes to your hand, essentially play Polymerization or some kind of crazy fusion, and then you have a level 8 Sync and some crazy other beat stick on the field, so it's nice. Black Rose, in case you need to reset the field. Scrap Dragon, in case you get in another situation. Plus, it's a nice 2800 beat stick. In my opinion, the card that changed the game, Stardust Dragon. I always have run 3 of this card. I just think it's so necessary. I mean, I really like it. It's awesome. And they just keep like making other forms of this card that just get more ridiculous. So just getting ready for that. Red Dragon Archfiend, Red Demon Dragon, evil little beat stick, destroys all defense position monsters. Be careful because it destroys your monsters too if they don't attack that turn. Red Nova, ridiculous card. A lot of tuners in this deck. This card can get big quick, so be careful. Shooting Star Dragon, amazing card, like really amazing. Negates all destruction, and it's very easily synchroned in this deck. Oh, and there are a lot of tuners, so you can actually potentially use the other effect of drawing into tuners that determine how many times you attack. So that's actually okay in this deck. Trident Dragion. This has a potential 9,000 attack when it's synchro summoned. It's a ridiculous card. Blue Eyes Ultimate. Pretty standard here. Amazing card. Dragon's Mirror, Polymerization target. Wouldn't use Future Fusion for it, but yeah. And then, of course, 5-headed Dragon. Well, alright, guys, that's the deck. Let me know what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. And Prodigy signing out. Peace.